What up, people? This is your boy Crypto Salvo here, and today we'll be talking about Hedera Hashgraph. That's right, today we'll be talking about the Hedera Hashgraph network and its native currency that is used, the native token that is used in the network called Hbar. Right, so we'll be talking about its use cases, how it's using tokenized assets. We have healthcare, we have gaming, we have NFTs that are coming. So that is very, very interesting that NFTs can be even used, issued. NFTs can be built in the network. So today we will be looking at the partnerships of Hedera Hashgraph as well. This Hbar is got me excited when I watched Credible Crypto's videos months ago when I was researching on different other tokens other than XRP or XLM or XDC, other payment focused tokens. So Hbar is not just payment focused tokens, but it has different use cases which we will be taking a look at, and also what I earlier mentioned about NFTs, tokenization, etc, etc. So Hbar is the native currency. There is it provides a network fuel and network protection, where it is a proof of stake public network that uses Hbar, and is a permissioned blockchain, not permissionless like the other ones. This is a permissioned blockchain where it's third generation public ledger compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, the first and second generation, where the transactions per second is 10,000 TPS, 10,000 plus TPS. If you see this here, the throughput is high compared to even XRP. XRP is 1,500 transactions per second, but however, Hedera is 10,000 transaction per second, and the finality, the transaction confirmation is 3 to 5 seconds, which is comparative to how the XRP ledger works, 3 to 5 seconds closing time as well. XLM is also 5 seconds closing time. And the energy consumption, we have Hedera as an energy efficient cryptocurrency as well, as we see how the narrative today is technology used for climate change, technology, blockchain technology that uses energy efficient ways of using the network. So we have many cryptocurrencies that are energy efficient other than the proof of work systems like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Ethereum is moving to proof of stake, so that would help maybe, but however, we have Hedera already stepping up its way, already being the energy efficient cryptocurrency that is everyone looking out for, which the energy consumption is 0.00017 kilowatts per hour. Also, like I mentioned, it is an incredible throughput, low fees. Of course, there's low fees. I remember even from exchange to exchange, when you move around with Hbar, the transaction fees is 1 Hbar alone. And right now, Hbar is sitting around, I believe, 22 cents or 20 cents, around that, roughly that area. So now, the network metrics, right? The network metrics of the network, we see how that 3 million transactions are running through per day with a 5 seconds roughly, the finality of 5 seconds, and then 330 accounts have been created on the mainnet. The API calls, you can look at the numbers here. I will not go through all of them. And the circulating supply right now in the secondary market is 9 billion, right? 9 billion Hbar, and the total supply is 50 billion. So we can see how it is used for payment settlements, like payment mechanisms, like real-time settlement, where there's real-time settlement, low and predictable fees, and they are also regulatory compliant. That we see how they mention here, stable coins and cryptocurrencies used for payments require configuration at the account level to meet regulatory compliance. Hedera enables token issuance to define account level KYC verification and freeze. So this is how they tell you that they are regulatory compliant by coming up with some good companies that have been supporting them all these past years and will be supporting them, the Chopra Foundation, the Taskbar, Now Payments. These people, they know that Hedera is compliant in terms of regulations, lawmakers and policymakers, so they know that whoever has invested into the Hedera Hashgraph network in that company, they know that they are compliant as well. So people, retail investors who actually invest into Hbar, they do not have to worry actually about anything about in the SEC coming after Hedera Hashgraph or the CFTC or any governing body that might file a lawsuit or whatsoever. We don't have to worry about that. Hedera people the retail investors who have invested into Hedera Hashgraph, because they are regulatory compliant. So here they state about how some of the companies talk about their compliance in regulation wise, and also Hedera is a permissioned blockchain. It has verifiable transaction, fast finality, and predictable fees. All right, and we have the Hedera Governing Council. Okay, this is something that's very controversial in the Governing Council matter, because many people say that this makes Hedera a centralized token, which is actually not really true, because the Hedera Governing Council changes every 5 years, I believe 4 to 5 years if I'm not wrong, and so they can choose to opt out of this Governing Council. And also the Governing Council consists of different leading organizations like Google, IBM, LG, Denton's, Chainlink Labs that was just recently added into the Governing Council, Boeing, and then Every Dennison, EFT Pos, FIS, etc., right? So they have different leading organizations that move around 5 years after 5 years in this Governing Council, and which also tells us that Hedera Hashgraph itself, they have no right to make a single sole decision based on their own company or their own labs, the Hedera Labs or the Hashgraph Labs, if that's what they call it. so the Governing Council actually keeps on changing. I like to call it the decentralized centralized organization or Governing Council. Yes, the Governing Council itself from the outside, it might look like centralized, but when you take a look into it, it's actually decentralized. That's right. So they are taking much more steps further to making it more decentralized, and so it is going to be an exciting future to see how the network, how Hedera become much more decentralized, right? So this is the roadmap of Hedera Hashgraph. We can see their journey from 2012. Dr. Lehman Bart is the one who founded Hedera Hashgraph, and then we see the formation of Hedera. So, and also now we'll be talking about the use cases for Hedera, where there's asset tokenization, where we can see real estate, housing come into play. We can see arts and NFTs come into play. So we have tokenized assets, which is the future of cryptocurrencies, which is hot in the market right now. Many people are talking about it. We can see the tokenization of assets real soon, and I'm so excited to see how Hedera Hashgraph is in the forefront of this. Next, we have the bringing credibility to identity credentials, identity verification, KYC. These are very important use cases that cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology can be used for. Like IOTA is one of them, and Hedera has also a use case in that area, right? They have other use cases like fraud mitigation, where they will freeze accounts. They can freeze accounts that seems to be scams or fraud, bringing fraud, digital fraud accounts for over 600 million or 0.8% of global GDP through losses, reputational damage, and more. So this Hedera network actually helps to reduce those costs, enhance brand and protect customers. That's right. So these are all the use cases and much more use cases in Hedera. We have for data compliance, we have, we saw this already, gaming, which is interesting right now. The play to earn space in the cryptocurrency space is actually getting bigger and bigger. We have Axie Infinity, we have Illuvium, we have Sandbox, and so many well-renowned Gala games, well-renowned gaming cryptocurrency projects that are coming up, that are becoming bigger in this space. And I believe that Hedera too is actually, will be part of this huge gaming industry in the cryptocurrency space. Next, we have healthcare, which is important, especially at this time, where we can use the blockchain technology to have to track COVID vaccine, if someone took the COVID vaccine or not, if someone didn't, or if there's a COVID vaccine certificate or whatsoever. Hedera Hashgraph network is up for that job, and they can use the Hedera network for that use case, like especially during pandemics, during endemics, during this kind of vulnerable places. We can see how vulnerable situation, we can see how the Hedera network can be used. Now Hedera is for also the enterprise. It's an enterprise blockchain where it is to adapt to the Web 3.0, which is exciting, right? I will not go too much into this. You can take a look at their website. They have all the information you need. Remember, this is not a financial advice. Whatever that is said here, whatever that is written here, is not financial advice. Please do your own research and evaluate your risk portfolio before investing into cryptocurrencies or even the Hedera Hashgraph, Hbar, right? Also, we talk in this page, they talk about how Hedera is decentralized, and also there are use cases: media, agriculture, technology, logistics, technology. And in technology wise, we see how Alliance Block is mentioned here. Interestingly, we made a video recently, right, about Alliance Block and how in their partnerships Hedera was actually part of their partner as well. So we see how Hedera Hashgraph is using the Alliance Block protocol for decentralized capital market, where this would allow Hedera to actually tap onto traditional financial system as well, using the Alliance Bridge as a validator network, leveraging the Hedera consensus service as well. So we have Chainlink, the news where Chainlink Labs joined Hedera's governing council. Chainlink is the one that's responsible for smart oracles, right? The native currency there is the link currency, LINK. So we'll be talking about Chainlink in the near future. And also it's exciting to see how different cryptocurrency projects like Chainlink and Hedera coming together. And also this is a visual aid for us to look at the token issuers, the exchanges, the standard and system integrators, security audit, explorers, council members of Hedera token service. This is interesting and this is amazing to see, because this is easy for us to refer to if someone wants to do their own research. If someone asks us about what is Hedera Hashgraph, and we can show them this easily, how their partners are IBM, Google, LG, Boeing. These are the hard hitters, right? The big ones. Yep. So the Hedera token service, once again, it is live on Mainnet with 60 plus ecosystem partners. Yep. So, and also the recent news is that Hedera Hashgraph and LCX exchange, right, to develop infrastructure for security tokens and digital assets. We were talking about tokenization, tokenized assets, and we see how even security tokens and digital assets can be developed with Hedera Hashgraph's network. Remember, Hedera Hashgraph is not any other blockchain network or whatsoever. It's using the Hashgraph technology. It's using the Hashgraph technology. That's right. It's different from the other cryptocurrencies out there. In fact, it is the only cryptocurrency that actually uses the hash graph technology. Right now, let's take a look at the price that we'll be seeing, the price of Hedera right now. I believe it is, yeah, it is sitting around, like I mentioned, it is sitting around 22 cents, right? It is sitting around 22 cents. There is a bit of pullback here, as we can see. Bitcoin is doing well. You know, it's gonna touch 45k, so we can see Hbar following Bitcoin unless it decouples, you know. But I believe that right now alts are still following Bitcoin's trajectory, and as Bitcoin rises, I believe Hbar is going to rise in price as well. We can see a price range of around 30 cents, I believe, 30 cents, around 29 to 30 cents. I believe that it can pump to there. And also my short-term price prediction for Hbar would be a 50 cents Hbar, and a long term would be a $5 Hbar. I believe a $5 Hbar is incoming. The circulating supply is in check, you know, the market cap is in check. You know, we see how it is much high potential of it growing in terms of price appreciation and value. We can see a 10x in Hbar soon. I believe that strongly. But do your own research. You know, I'm no TA expert, no chart analysis, but if you want TA analysis on Hbar, cryptocurrencies like this, check out people like Credible Crypto, who is also very prominent in the Hbar, Hedera Hashgraph community space. That's right, check him out in Twitter, and I believe he has a YouTube channel as well. Oh yes, he has. Actually, that's how I actually watched his videos on Hbar. So check it out. None of this is financial advice. You know, I believe a $5 Hbar is coming. So get ready, and comment down below what's your price prediction for Hbar. I'll see you all soon. Take care.